Hello guys and girls, Voices from the Dark here. Welcome back to more Valkyria Chronicles, where we will not be starting up Chapter 10. We will instead take a look in the Chapter Select, because we have 3 reports here that I've not done, and I've still not really understood what they are, but I'm really curious to see what they turn out to be. So if I press this report...
Report. Ellet embedded.
Ah, so they're like little mini stories then. So this would be like interviews with different people. Alright, this could be fun. So in this episode, I think we are mostly going to be going through the extra stuff. We won't be starting up Chapter 10, maybe peek around headquarters, upgrade some, read some personnel files, do these reports. So if you're more interested in the main story, you can skip ahead to the next episode, but if you want to see everything there is to see in this game, as I was saying, I'm going to do it 100%, then please keep on watching. And let the interviews begin!
Squad 7 of Regiment 3. My first impression, good. Lieutenant Welkin Gunther, squad leader. Next in command, Sergeant Alicia Melchiot. That lieutenant looks softer than I'd expect for the son of the late General Gunther. And her hometown is Brule, same as Gunther. Could be childhood friends. But if I'm lucky, they were childhood sweethearts. We'll just have to find out how close they are. Next on the list, Sergeant Largo Potter and Corporal Bridget Stark. Oh wait, that's right. Stark had a nickname. Gotta jot that down. Goes by Rosie. There. Looks like those two don't trust Gunther much yet. That could be good. Could be really good. Who does that leave? Right, the tank pilot, Corporal Isara Gunther. She's the lieutenant's sister. Now that's strange. She looks dark-skinned to me. Wonder how that comes into the picture. You couldn't ask for a more colorful crew than that, could you? Something tells me these guys are different than the usual troop somehow. Maybe my keen journalistic instincts? Well then... The truth's not gonna uncover itself. Here I come, ready or not.
Let's check this out. Largo and Rosie. Let's have a little interview here.
Oh, there's Sergeant Potter and Corporal Stark with him. Hey, guys! Mind if I ask a few questions? It'll only take a second.
What? Like an interview? What do you want to go interviewing us for?
Aw, come on, big guy. I bet we'd make better topics than some rich kid.
Wonderful. Let's start with you then, Largo. You fought in the first European War, right?
Yeah, I've been a soldier ever since, too. I'm what you'd call a seasoned warrior, see?
And why did you choose to stay in the force? Most people try to avoid the soldiering life.
It's an honest living, plus I got my reasons. Besides, I ain't the only one. Look at Elle.
Elle? Who's Elle?
If I had to guess, I'd say Eleanor Virat. Captain Virat, that is. 3rd Regiment. It seems you've got quite a history with her. Care to fill in some details for us?
There ain't no details. Is this the trash you want to write about? Look, I'm a busy guy. I'm out of here.
Hey, Largo, wait up!
Oh, just let him go. We can have a little chat, just the two of us girls. So, Rosie. Can I call you Rosie? Beautiful name, by the way. Do you like flowers?
I used to sing at a bar. It was hardly a flower patch, but my nickname there stuck. Tell you what, though. Some customers came from miles away just to hear me sing.
My. So why's a pretty young songbird with a voice as sweet as a rose so thorny towards Lieutenant Gunther and all those others?
I just ain't trusting my back to a stinking dark hair is all.
Traumatic past experience with the Darkson leave you bitter, maybe?
Think what you want. I got better things to do than sit around gabbing about him is all. You can put me down as allergic, yeah? Just chatting and I'm starting to feel sick.
Bet she'd spill the beans if you got her riled up enough. Maybe next time. Still, a veteran carrying a torch for his captain and a Darkson-hating chanteuse? They may be cranky, but they're characters.
I like this. We get some more backstory and a look into our characters here. So let's check out Isara.
Boo!
Oh, hello, Miss Ellett. How are you?
A little freaked out now. You didn't even bat an eye at that. You were staring at the sky pretty intently. Something up there we should know about?
I'd like to fly. Well, actually, I'd like to fly my brother.
Fly your brother? Care to expound on that? You don't seem the type to have her head in the clouds. It's very romantic.
I believe myself to be quite logical, really. Too logical, perhaps.
Okay, so if you don't mind my asking, how exactly are you and your brother related? Wait, let's leave that for now. How would you describe your brother as a person?
Welks is... objectively speaking, he can seem a little strange sometimes.
I see. Although I'm a little unsure of what that means, coming from you.
But he is a very kind person, and loyal. Anytime my heritage brought me trouble, he was the first to come to my defense.
I see. Sounds like you really love him, huh?
I would say I respect him a great deal.
Gotcha. Sounds like you lucked out in the sibling department then.
Yes, very much so. That's why I'd like to give him the opportunity to fly.
I'm still not sure I follow that exactly, but we'll leave that for another day. Thanks for your time. Next up, Squad Leader Gunther himself.
So if I had actually watched this report when it was relevant in the story, I would have figured out that like Isara was planning to make Gunther fly somehow. Now let's check out Welkin and Alicia, and I can already imagine the kind of questions she's going to ask the two of them.
Hello, hello! Are you ready for your big interview?
Hello, Miss Ellett. Hard at work again, I see.
Didn't you already interview him before?
Oh, Alicia, I wanted to get in a chat with you today, too.
Wait, really? You're going to write an article about me?
I can't say whether it'll make the paper, but I do have some questions for you. You've been at Lieutenant Gunther's side since you left Brule. Tell me what he's like.
Wait a minute. You want to interview me about him? Well, let's see. We only met just a few days ago, but... he's a pretty interesting person. You never know what he's going to say next.
I see, I see. So, forget he's your boss for a second. What do you think of him as a guy?
What? I've never really thought about it. I don't know.
Is that so? Well, Lieutenant Gunther, care to comment in her place? Lieutenant, where'd he go?
Huh? Oh, sorry. There was just this crazy-looking bug. I got distracted.
See what I mean? He's an interesting guy, if unpredictable.
No kidding. Now, Lieutenant Gunther, I have a couple of questions for you. First up, how do you feel about this war, as the son of a hero from the First European War?
Same as anybody else, I guess. I want it to be over. Are people looking at me as the son of a hero? Well, maybe I am, but I'm still just me.
Okay then, let's talk about you.
What are you fighting for?
I feel like the present world is made up of things we've inherited from the past. We get life and a home from our parents, knowledge from our teachers. And not just the good stuff. Take prejudice against Darksons. That's learned behavior. Every creature out there is trying to pass things along to future generations. I want to pass on what I think is right. I'm fighting for the ability to do that.
Thank you very much. That's all I've got for you today.
Great, we're done? I want to get back to that fascinating insect again.
You really hit the nail on the head. He's as entertaining as he is unpredictable. I was planning on moving along to the next squad after interviewing everyone in Squad 7. But I think I'll stick around and learn a bit more about you Sevens, if you don't mind.
Not at all. Just try to stay out of the combat zones, for your own safety.
I'm not making any promises. I go where the scoop takes me. That's just how I roll.
And yeah, that is a so-called report. I know a lot of cutscenes, but that's sort of how it goes. Chapter selects. Largo's passion. I'm curious about this one.
Report. Largo's passion.
Does this have a mission in it? This is a mission? Okay, now I'm interested. This is more than just cutscenes. Let's see what's up.
I'm starving. Why do they call us here at lunchtime?
Ugh, you always get snippy the minute your stomach rumbles, Largo.
Sorry guys, have you been waiting long? I'll get right to the briefing. You may already be aware of the recent hike in food prices.
I do remember one worker at the mess hall mentioning that produce prices were rising.
Apparently the Empire has taken hold of the trade route farmers use to ship their stock.
What did you say?
Vegetable crisis grips Gallia. Not a very exciting headline.
You mocking the power of vegetables?
What? I was just... What's your problem?
Vegetables are like bombs packed tight with all kinds of important nutrients. Kids gotta eat them to grow up right, and the body's practically made of vegetables.
Which are like bombs?
In any case, Squad 7's next mission is to clear that trade route of Imperials.
All right, time to put the fear of veggies into these imps.
The fear of veggies? Is he serious?
Oh my god. Okay, vegetable route incident. What is going on? This is insane.
You will now be briefed on the operation.
The big vegetable crisis. The vegetable crisis of Gallia. Sounds almost as stupid as the Norwegian butter crisis. This mission will be fought on the outskirts of Vassal. An enemy blockade has restricted traffic along this route. Feral combat spilling over into civilian dwellings here prevent us from making this a large-scale operation. You'll have to leave your tank on the sidelines to lead a small force of foot soldiers into the village. Your objective is to destroy the 2 tanks standing by on the road ahead. You're likely to face heavy fire from those tanks if you just march along the road. It may be a long way around, but you're better off heading through the village and securing a spot to attack safely. I'm afraid we can't spare a medic to accompany a team as small as the one you'll be taking in. To compound things, this is a night op. You'll be dealing with less visibility than you're used to. There will be no sight lines to targets more than a certain distance away, and you can't spot him in action mode. Consequently, if even one of your soldiers falls in combat, you're to pull out immediately, mission failure. That's a lot of special conditions and requirements. Be extra careful as you plan each move out there. One final note, you won't have your tank's wireless set up, you won't be able to issue orders during this mission. Okay, this is quite interesting. So, we have Welkin and Largo here. I suppose Rosie would be a good one to have too. Okay. Let's deploy, I suppose.
All right, we're set to begin. Good luck.
I didn't see the point of having a sniper if I can't see anybody. Here we go then.
The bastards blocking our veggies are here, ain't they? Let's bust some heads.
Shh, be quiet. You want them to hear us? This is a stealth operation with just a few soldiers. Lose anyone and the mission fails.
Yeah, I got it. Now let's go get violent for vegetables.
You want to work with me here, Largo?
Don't even ask. Welkin,
Here we go.
you're the scout. We move up ahead. People are all safe in their homes, thinking they'll have enough vegetables for tomorrow morning. Little did they know, the Empire's here to take their precious vegetables. Careful around corners. Sight lines are going to be awful here. Oh! Good night. Okay. Yes! Cutting into the building. I'll keep moving up Welkin. If he's spotted, I'll just run back, because I need to use his AP. Is there somebody over here? Nobody there. I guess if you go there, you could actually get behind that guy. Ooh. Can I get up on the roof here?
Enemy sighted.
Shock trooper in the corner. It's good to know. Can I sneak around him? Let's go over here. I will save those vegetables. It's the last thing I do. Considering the shock trooper is here, I should probably take him out with Welkin while I can.
Ready to go.
Chick chick. Boom. Alright, good work.
Yes.
Yes!
Gotta love nature.
Gotta love nature. That's where vegetables come from. Okay. Now this is kind of scary. Oh, keep.
Hostile sighted.
Okay. Scout around the corner. I could move around the building here, but it'll take too much AP. We're gonna do the old peek out the corner method. I'll need to move Largo up,
Love nature.
but I might as well clear the area first. Screw it. I gotta get a good... There we go. Boom, boom. Okay.
Yes.
I'm impressed, but not surprised. Don't stray too far from the squad.
They should be on the road here, I suppose. Or are they in here? I gotta get a visual of this place. Well, Ken is sort of exposed here, isn't he? Thing is, I don't know where these guys are.
Ready to go.
We're gonna move up Welcome one more time.
Enemy sighted.
Okay, that... Oh god, that's a Gatling turret. I may just have screwed over Welkin. Actually, Welkin screwed over himself.
Please head for the objective.
Yeah, I'm screwed. I'm screwed. And so I lost. Just because, sadly, he didn't feel like doing what I was wanting him to do. There's a shock trooper there. He's gonna be the Gatling turret, right? He's gonna play that's the Gatling turret. I know he is. Yes, please use all of your rounds on that one. Don't use the Gatling turret, please. Welkin is in a heap of trouble right now. Of course you can't kill anything! Then again, you're used to being in the tank. I guess you don't have combat experience. Oh! I went for the Lancer but got the Scout? That's pretty neat. Oh shit. Yeah, I lost. Let's try that again. Alright, so right now I have both Alicia and Welkin. I switched over to Alicia because I need another scout. They're both standing there, and so is Largo at the start of the first turn. Let's see if it's gonna go a little bit better now, because I feel like I should have 2 scouts up here with me, just in case Welkin fails like he did earlier. Somebody's gonna come around the corner. I decided to place Alicia behind the wall like that so she wouldn't get shot, but it also meant that she couldn't get a shot off at him. But it's okay, because we know that he's down there. There's also somebody moving up from the road here. So we will take care of them. As you can see, a Lancer has to spend 2 turns running the distance that like a scout can do in 1. Like a bit over 2 turns actually, like 2.5 turns maybe. Here we go. Let's go, Alicia.
Enemy unit spotted.
Hey there.
Don't even think of dodging.
Oh yeah! Bam, 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 bam.
Proceed with caution.
That makes things a bit easier.
Um,
Enemy sighted.
There's a shock trooper there. Since I have so much AP, I can safely run around the wall here without wasting anything. And I'll keep Alicia right there. As I move up Welkin too, and we take out that guy.
Here we go.
Chick, chick, chick. Just gotta do it slow, because we got Largo on our team, so... Let's take him out from this distance, I feel. Are you serious? I can't put my trust in you. I can't put my trust in you. I can't put my trust. Alright, Largo, do you feel like finishing him off then? I'm losing my respect for Welkin right now. Let's go, Largo, Largo power. Let's go, Largo, Largo power. Let's go, Largo, Largo power. Largo is a Lancer. Say goodnight. That's what I thought. Largo doesn't have to fear you. He's gonna scratch his head now. And because we have these two next to each other and Largo here, let's end the current phase. We should be just fine. Save 1 CP for the next round. Because I gotta find a way to like break through here and take out the Gatling gun. And I could do it with a simple scout if he had the accuracy to do so. So I'm hoping that that's at least gonna be the plan. They're just shuffling about in the darkness there. Thinking that'll do them any good. Actually it will, because I can't see them at all. At least we know that there's a few guys in camp. There's a Gatling gun. I'll try to take it out. I'll send up Alicia though, because I kind of trust her more. Alicia time.
Pull it together.
Pull it together, everybody. Shup! There we go. That's how you do it, Alicia. You go show Welkin how it's done. Yeah, that's right. Let's see. There's probably somebody around the corner, isn't it?
Think you can secure that route?
I want to see what's up ahead. I want to use her AP to the fullest.
Tucked away in the shadows.
Enemy sighted.
Alright, Scout and a Lancer. And that looks a bit a little louder. I'm guessing if we go up there we can spot the tanks.
Ready to go.
Let's go, Welkin. Let's go up and support her.
Gotta love nature.
Gotta love nature. Zoom, zoom. Probably should have just went over and saved myself. Ah, it doesn't matter. Here. Easy peasy. Good.
Yes.
It's just a matter of killing this Lancer.
Head to the next one.
Check, check. We do have to kill this Lancer though, because if we don't, he is probably gonna kill Welkin. It's a very high possibility. Maternal plus attacking together, check this out. Overkill. Doesn't matter though.
Doing well. Just keep it up.
Right, it looks like we have properly secured the route. Which means that we can move up Largo. I know you've been waiting here. Just because you're so slow. So let's see how far we can get with you. We're gonna try like just rushing through the sandbags here. There we go. Saving ourselves some AP. Ump, 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 ump. Good work. And sure. Let's run just a little bit more just to get you ready for the next round. And there we go. Next round, Largo should be able to move up and take out whatever tank is over there and stop this vegetable crime. Bum bum. Do they have any troops left right now? I wonder. They do not. I've killed everybody. At round 4. I have a feeling you could probably do that in 3 rounds. But it's fine. Okay.
Use the dark to your advantage. Spotted an enemy. Spotted an enemy.
Please secure the trade route.
Let's get up behind here. Fire!
You're done.
You failed. Let's try the other tank. That tank looks more agreeable.
Been waiting here.
Alright, Largo, let's try this again. I really hope you're gonna be able to do it this round. That would be very nice. Kaboom! Alright, we have one more try.
All right.
You ready, Largo?
Been waiting here.
Can I get any more over to the corner? I can't. Please. Please hit. Please, Largo. No! Oh, you're killing my rating here, Largo. Not much I can do anything about, though. I guess we'll just wait around. And there we go. Our turn 5. I'm feeling a C rank right now. If there's even ranks to these, that's the thing. I don't even know. Please hit. Are you serious? Everything was ruined. This entire mission is screwed now because of you.
Ready to go.
I don't think my guys here can do anything against this tank. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, that sucks. I should have just made a save when I was up here with Largo, just to make sure he would actually hit. Should always save before sort of the big deciding turns, because it might save me a lot of replaying. Turn 6, Largo! Damn, we could have finished this on turn 4. Please hit. Thank you. Thank you. Bum 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 bum. Not happy with that.
Operation complete. Both enemy tanks neutralized.
Give me the D. Or the C. Don't take that the wrong way, what I just said, by the way. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Let's check out the final cutscene, Largo's Dream.
That should end our vegetable shortage.
I ever tell you my old man's a farmer? Feels good to know I'm helping farm folk out. Growing up on the farm, I was always helping with the harvest, out there in the field. I'm serious when I say veggies are king, too. The more you eat, the healthier you get.
I agree. A lot of nutrients vegetables offer can't be found anywhere else. Plus, I feel like vegetables are a way to take in the power of nature as a whole.
Power of nature, huh?
Yeah. Plants grow by absorbing energy from the sun, the soil, even tiny microbes. Eating vegetables is like getting all that natural energy right from the source.
Never heard veggies told quite like that before. I tell you, boss, you got your head on right. You got my mark.
Thanks, Largo. That means a lot to me.
Hey, boss, let me tell you a stupid dream I have. My folks' old farm went under, but I want to start it up again, as an organic veggie farm. Funny, huh? big macho man goes from flinging bullets to being king of the carrot patch.
I'm not laughing. If you're dedicated, I'm sure you'll grow some fine vegetables. Once you're all set up and harvesting, you'll have to let me sample what you've grown.
Boss, you'd be welcome to eat all you wanted, but you'd have to help with the harvest. And out on the farm, I'm squad leader. Be ready for the workout of your life.
Oh boy.
Ha ha ha! I'm feeling good today. Veggies for all.
Insane vegetable man. Seriously, that was a lot of fun. What is this last one here? A taste of home.
Report. A taste of home.
Oh, it's about Alicia's cooking. Is this actually a... Okay, it's not a mission, it's just cutscenes. Good. Because we don't have time for another mission. Let's check out an unexpected visit. Hopefully not from a bunch of dwarves.
And done. That takes care of the report. Hmm? Who's there? Hans? Did you come here all by yourself? Boy, you sure are smart. Hey, stop tugging, Hans. What's up? Is there something this way? Okay, I get it. Lead the way. And you can stop biting my boots already.
You went and got Welkin for me? Nice going, Hans. Thanks.
I just got led around base by a pig. Any idea what he wants with me, Alicia?
Oh no, I was the one who wanted to see you. Are you hungry, Welkin?
Hungry? Well, yeah, actually.
Really? Oh, good. I whipped a little something up for you. Come see.
What? Back in the kitchen? Whoa.
But what was in the kitchen? Hopefully her buns. I mean, what? Let's check it out. What's in the kitchen?
Wow. I've never seen so much bread in one place. You baked all this yourself, Alicia?
Mm-hmm. It's been a while since I made anything. I was worried I might be getting a bit rusty. But the oven was free, so I helped myself.
It smells great. Okay, here goes.
Welkin? You okay?
Delicious!
Really?
Yeah, I've never eaten bread this good. It's really impressive.
Welkin, you look like a chipmunk.
You know how chipmunks and hamsters stuff their little cheeks full of food like that? I finally understand why.
So yeah, we're gonna be munching on her buns. But let's check out Alicia's ambition.
Oh, I'm so full. That was great, huh, Hans?
I can't believe you put it all away. It was a little scary watching you two eat. Still, I'm glad you liked it. It feels good to see people enjoying my bread.
It felt good eating it. Thanks for baking it all.
You're welcome. Oh, Welkin, you have some... There's just a little crumb. There we go.
Oh. So, you said you worked at a bakery before the war started?
Yeah. I was a live-in apprentice under the Meister running the shop. Once things settle down, I plan on taking the national exams and opening up my own bakery.
Wow. You need to be licensed to run a bakery? That sounds pretty tough.
It's been my dream since I was a little girl. It's what I enjoy doing the most. I love imagining entire families eating the bread I make together. A loving husband, maybe, and cute little kids waiting for their mom to get home. She comes in with a big basket of my bread, and the kids all cheer and embrace her.
Okay.
Oh, and what if my bread brings the husband and wife closer together? She could say, "Oh, honey, you have a crumb in your beard," and then she'd... Listen to me. That's just like what happened here a minute ago, Welkin, but
Are you all right, Alicia?
Huh? I'm fine. Anyway, I'll keep baking it if you keep eating it.
It's a deal. And thanks again.
I really wish I had known about these as we played along in the game, because this is really fun. I wonder if we can get more of them though. Let's go check out headquarters and do a little checkaroonie. As you can see, we now have the final tab, the audience hall. I don't need to go to the barracks, but I can go into the command room. I want to see if there's some new members here. Or some new people I want.
Hello. Oh, and there have been some new recruits.
New recruits. Nancy. A bug in a rug. What does this mean? Cozy places like trenches seem calming. Good buddy. Ted. You like Ted? I like you, Nancy. You look like a pretty decent soldier, actually. Who's this? Susie, you hate troopers. Alicia. Okay. Kobe! God, look at the health on Kobe! He has a bad back, though. He doesn't like to crouch. Kobe looks pretty... It's always difficult to, like, pick up your squad, man. Who else is new? I guess there's nobody else. Ooh, there's a new sniper here. Check out this guy. Desert Bred Sniper Killer Darkson Hater? Okay. Yeah, look at it. He has those, he has that Aryan vibe going with those blue eyes and the pale skin. Of course, he's a Darkson Hater. Sniper Killer. I think I want to switch out Oscar a little. I don't know, she's a pessimist. It's not Oscar's fault. There's nothing bad about Oscar at all. Let's switch out Catherine.
I feel good about the time we had, sir. If called again, I'd gladly fight for the team.
Good to know. Let's get Cesare on our team.
My name is Cesare Regard, and I'll handle things my own way, thank you.
The racist way. Still, I can applaud your skills. I'm gonna switch out Herbert. He's too unreliable. I have to be honest here. You're Paul now. Is there like some better people we can get here? Should I get Carl just because he has my name? Lonely. He likes Kevin. Homer. City Kid. Shut him. What does this mean? Let's try Claudia out, maybe. Let's switch out Herbert here.
Wow, so I guess it's over then? I mean, that's fine too.
I don't really want you anymore. Let's get Carl.
My name's Carl Lanzit, sir. It's a pleasure to join you.
Just because he shares my name. Is there anybody here that we don't want? Yoko is pretty cool. Anybody here we would rather have? Walter looks pretty badass though. He's a pessimist. What does this one do? Listen defense with less than half full HP. Hector looks pretty badass. So many Darkson haters here. See, is there anybody here I don't like? Everybody here works together. Well, maybe not Vice. Maybe we should switch out Vice with somebody who'll work well. Like Kobe? Alright.
You're a good man, Welkin. Anytime you need me, call and I'll come running.
Alright. I know somebody in the comments really liked him, but...
Name's Kobe Caird, boyo. Looks to me like we're gonna see a lot of each other.
Oh yeah. Alright, that could be fun. A little change up.
Come back.
And now let's look around. I think we have some more experience, but let's go to War Cemetery before we upgrade anybody. I feel like that's always safer bets.
Hello again, son.
Hey.
I'll teach you mortar support today. Use it to request a mortar strike centered around a specific area.
Okay, now that's badass.
Well, what is your decision?
Yes, please teach me. Give me that.
Very good. I hope we'll meet again.
Mortar support? That is so cool. I don't think he'll have another one though, but it's worth checking out. Okay, he has nothing new. Understandable. Still, that's good. Glad we checked that before we went to the training field. Now let's go to the training field and see if we can get all of our troops up to level 8. That would certainly be nice. Looks like we can as well. Sweet. Engineer, sniper, and of course, should we get a shock? Scout it's my jam. Gotta go with the scouts. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah.
Good work. Looks like that's set.
Potential at snipers. New order. All units evade. Alright. Good if we come under heavy fire, I would suppose. We can get an engineer up to level 9 too. I mean, we should, shouldn't we? Ba-bam. Chicka 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 chicka. They get a new potential. Alright, pretty sweet. Training up our troops and getting ready for the missions in Fausen right here. Let's go to the R&D facility and see if there's something new. I don't think there's a lot of new stuff, considering we just like bought a lot of things. But it's worth checking out. Maybe we have some... Seriously, I can get something new here. More accuracy boosts. That's what we're gonna go with for now until I feel like we should get something else. We'll have to experiment a little bit to figure it out. Nothing here. There we go. Grenade upgrade. Chick chick. Yeah, that's a boost. Another uniform upgrade. Of course, I'll buy that. That's perfect. Blast suits. I'll buy that too. Of course. Bam. And is there anything we can buy for the tank? There is actually. We can reinforce the barrel here. Give us more range. Oh, look at this. This is gonna like start dramatically altering the appearance of the tank. Let's also get some more steel upgrade here. Some carbon coat of steel. Awesome. Alright, what else? No new parts. A new sight upgrade. I want that actually. I think I really want that. That's like a 2x2. It's pretty big. Is there anything here I don't care about? I don't really care about the spear belt too, like the whole tread health. So I need to remove something here. Guess let's remove that. Smooth the bulletproof visor. So right now, all of these things right here give me more accuracy and more mortars. That's what I have right now. I feel like that's pretty okay. And that's really all I could do here, so we will move out. And now it's time to check. I know there's a lot of little checky things and stuff, but we need these episodes too if we want to do this game 100%. There's probably a lot of new things to read, isn't there? Yep. So bear with me here. South, Central Forces team up. After months of deadlock, the Southern Gallian force broke through the defenses at Norville on the 14th. Built along a natural wall of thick forest, the enemy encampment had managed to resist all prior advances. According to the official report, Regiment 10 of Gallia's army was responsible for this victory, but our on-site correspondent calls it a militia win. En route back from their operation at Barrius, Squad 7 of the militia's 3rd Regiment met with a surprise attack from the Imperial defenses at Norwil and engaged the enemy in combat. Squad 7's brilliant efforts created a crack in the Empire's defenses. Defense that Army Regiment 10 was able to exploit in a swift blitz, breaking the Norwil defensive line apart for good. GOS to be cancelled. An EGP release issued on the 20th announced that the Glory of Speed GOS, Europa's top motor race, has been called off for the year. This marks the first such cancellation in the event's 24-year history, likely the result of difficulties in hosting an international race of this scale amid the worsening conflicts unfolding across the continents. The progress being made by automobile makers today is largely drafted into military use, and more than a few manufacturers have spurned such public events for fear of trade, and by extension government, secrets being leaked, further informing the decision to call off the race. These explanations offer little solace, though, to disappointed racers and their fans. Get it together, it's a war, people. Princess kidnapping foiled. A wall-exclusive scoop! Early morning on the 23rd, Princess Cordelia was abducted and taken forcibly from the grounds of Castle Rangris. Subsequent investigation has shown the culprit was Federation Ambassador Townsend in Gallia on an official visit. After a banquet at the castle, he forced the princess into an armored vehicle he had prepared and made for the port. Thankfully, his escape was thwarted by members of Squad 7 of the Gallian militia, who safely recovered Princess Cordelia in time. The Gallian government has declined to address this matter publicly, likely in an effort not to endanger any relations with the Federation while Gallia remains locked in combat with the Empire's forces. And about us. Castle Rangris' audience hall saw an award ceremony on the 28th in which militia officer Lieutenant Welkin Gunther, 22, was presented the prestigious Gallian Medal of Honor, given to those who have gone above and beyond the call of duty in service of Gallia's interests. The unicorn emblazoned medal was presented by Princess Cordelia herself, who also graced the young soldier with wishes for his continued loyalty. After the ceremony, Gunther addressed the press, saying that he hoped to do right by this honor by becoming a better man and officer. The medal hung proudly around his neck. The Gunther family has the rare distinction of being among the first to receive this highest of awards twice in as many generations. Alright. Ooh. Squad 7's R&R. You know when you watch an anime and they have those episodes that just have nothing to do to actually advance the plot, but it is just the characters messing around? I have a feeling this is what that is. Is this 50,000? Sure. What is this? I'm really intrigued about what that could be. Let's exit the castle front street here. I am really wondering, although I really have to end the episode here when I think about it. Let's go to the audience hall and see if Cordelia has something for us.
How have you been, Your Highness?
Very well, Lieutenant Gunther. And all the better for seeing you again. I thank you again for the valor you showed in assisting me that night.
Not at all. I was just relieved to see you were unharmed, Highness. It wasn't until I saw my friends gawk at that medal that I realized how special it was.
You truly are a rare individual. It is the duty of a nation to acknowledge and reward the loyal deeds of its people. Medals and trinkets are the only form we have, but we ask that you wear them proudly.
Yes, ma'am. And thank you, Your Highness.
I hear your accomplishments do not end with that knight's bravery either. The stories of your accomplishments suggest I owe you a great deal more than that. Lieutenant Welkin Gunther, step forward. In honor of your manifold accomplishments, you are hereby awarded this honor.
Highness, it's an honor.
The Lance of Gallia awarded. The Crimson Heart awarded.
May your allegiance to Gallia stand firm evermore.
I believe you can look at these decorations almost like achievements. So we can go through the decorations tab now before we get through the boring glossary section. Oh, so these little notes sticking out of the book, they're there to like symbolize... Squad 7's R&R is the perfect time to like... There's just so much this episode is going to go on for... Okay, let's just check out decorations for now. Let's see, Gallian Medal of Honor. Given to a Gallian who has to perform exemplary service in military or civilian office. Yep. Given to a soldier who has performed exceptionally as by defeating an elite officer of the opposing army. Okay. Given to a soldier wounded in the line of duty, sense among Gallia's oldest honor still being presented. So these are the easy ones to get. As you can see, we have a lot of different medals here. And we can get them through various means. Which is always sweet. Now comes the reading part. If you haven't tuned out already, then hey, I'm honored. This is stuff we gotta go through if you want to do this one. Oh, don't worry, we're just gonna read the newest edition. A lover of nature since childhood, his free time was spent observing animal and plant life near his home. He is credited with discovering 6 new insect species. In light of her experience, both in town watch and her military education, she was appointed to a non-commissioned officer posted at Squad 7. I'm not sure if that was a new one, actually. The consistent prejudice she faced... I'm not sure if this is... The consistent prejudice she faced since childhood due to her dark-skinned blood has fostered not bitterness, but respect for the brother who always stood up for her. A natural tinkerer, her hobbies include collecting tools. The wrench set Welkin sent to celebrate her entrance to high school remains particularly dear to her. Aww. Born a Rangrizer, he personified blithe charm and gregarious warmth. In Welkin's words, every girl on campus knew him by name and by reputation. An avid reader, her private quarters are a sea of books, ranging from economic treatises to children's literature. One local bookshop owes her its livelihood. Reprimand for the unlicensed planting of vegetables on army property, though the fruits of his labor earned accolades from foodies across the base. Her hobbies include cards, which she picked up while working her bar job. She often played Faldio, winning 10 games to his 5. The owner of a legendary sweet tooth, he adds 3 heaping tablespoons of sugar to his hot milk. Coworker says he keeps chocolate hidden on him at all time. His insistence on testing everything he developed resulted in quality work in one instance of him accidentally driving a tank full bore into a civilian home. God damn it, Leon. Alright. Though small for a Porkavian, he boasts impressive agility and jumping ability. He also appears to be intelligent enough to understand human words and emotions. Here we go, Cordelia G. Rangris, current heiress to the Rangris line of archdukes who ruled the nation. At the age of 16, she stands as a figurehead of Gallia and scion of the Valkyria. Maurits von Borg, Marquis, head of House Borg and Prime Minister of Gallia, age 68. He currently acts as regent to the young Princess Cordelia, handling affairs in her stead. Georg von Damon. He rose to his post as commander thanks to Borg's recommendation. Exceptionally proud of his noble birth, he considers the commoner militiamen disposable. A presence... I think I've actually read you, Martha. Belgian. His friendship with Professor Thymer was supposedly so close that even the typical taciturn Gunther talked up a storm when the two were together. Thymer. Though the owner of an uncommon talent and author of several brilliant theses, his dark-skinned heritage prevented him from working at the major industrial firms. Aww. Kobe! Squad 7 Shock Trooper, age 65. Yes, 65. A foreman for a carpentry company before he joined the militia, his bad back is a result of an injury suffered during the First European War. Haynes, Squad 7 Shock Trooper, age 31. Born in a richly wooded part of southern Gallia, he enlisted immediately upon hearing his hometown was in the path of danger. Oh no. Vice. Squad 7 Shock Trooper, age 17. Together with Aika, he roams the globe seeking adventure. Rumor has it that he hails from a nation far removed from Europa's shores. Nina. Squad 7 Shock Trooper, age 29. Her belief that a sound body saves lives motivates her to train her physique daily. In 9 years, she hasn't missed a day's workout. Whoa, okay. Melville, that was the name of the guy I was trying to think of earlier. Ted, he dreams of becoming a full-time clown once the war ends. Despite countless attempts, he has yet to make Marina laugh even once. Yeah, the whole a guy walks into a bar joke, he gets a little bit old, Ted. I'm sorry. Wordsworth, Squad 7 Scout, age 19. Like Alicia, he worked as a team captain in the Brutal Town Watch. His hobbies include writing and performing songs. Nancy, Squad 7 Scout, age 15. Her life on the family farm led her to grow up rather sheltered. She often enjoyed holding up in the stables with the animals. Ramona, Squad 7 Scout, age 18. Formerly a model for the popular Galleon Girl magazine, she lives her life devoted to fashion. Fabulous! Susie Evans, Squad 7 Scout, age 19. As the daughter of a frontier tycoon, she knew precious little of the ways of the world, once naively paying 25 DCT for a single apple. Couldn't tell ya. Frieza York, Squad 7 Scout, age 18. Cold dancer of the sands, she roamed the desert as an entertainer until the Empire's attack killed business, driving her to enlist. I think we already read that. Yawn! A mother hen by nature, he worked as a babysitter before enlisting. Since then, he's busied himself preparing meals and baking treats for his crush, Largo. Burly, rugged, and stoic, he's had more than a few ladies approach him, but none have yet managed to sway him from his lone wolf ways. Oh, Nils. The Old Boar, Squad 7 Lancer, age 18. An impoverished childhood has driven home the importance of wealth for him, driving him to seek fame and fortune as a war hero. Walter, Squad 7 Lancer, age 33. Contrary to his gruff looks, his hobbies include cooking and tending his garden. He often joins Alicia in baking bread on his days off. You stay away from her, buns. Carl, Squad 7 Engineer, age 23. He worked at 1,000 ironworks until the incursion of the Imperial Darks and Hunters drove him to evacuate the capital. Okay, so we're going back to your hometown then, Carl. Claudia, Squad 7 Engineer, age 19. Her life as a homebody ended when a stray tank shell demolished her house. She now fights to win back that peaceful existence. Cesare, Squad 7 Sniper, age 23. Always looking out for number 1, he elected to become a sniper in order to keep himself safely removed from the front lines. A coward and a racist, huh? Catherine, Squad 7 Sniper, age 35. An European War 1 veteran. She didn't hesitate to enlist again to fight for her people. She holds the bond of friendship above all else. Maximilian, said to grant opportunities to talented subordinates regardless of social rank, he's also known to ruthlessly dispose of anyone useless to his purpose. Undefeated since she began work as one of Maximilian's commanders, her forays into the nations around the Empire have struck with the force of a tidal wave. I think I read about you. Gregor, born into the rank, I think so, I read that. A specialist in shock and awe tactics, he uses superior numbers to annihilate the opposition. His leg was injured by Jaeger during the Farad invasion. Really? It's interesting. The Ambassador, Jean Townsend, diplomat in the Federation's Foreign Ministry, age 45. Appointed to lead the diplomatic mission to Gallia at an uncommonly young age, Cordelia's kidnapping was decided upon in secret by the Federation's High Council and enacted by Townsend and a cadre of elite operatives. Though his affable demeanor suggested a temperate personality, reports describe him as a perfectionist, willing to take any means necessary to achieve his aims. I don't like that guy too much. That was the personnel files. Weaponry tab. Not too much new here, don't worry. The Galleon S. Okay, so this is just like the slightly more accurate version. Firing accuracy was the focal point when developers created this daughter to the original Galleon. Its construction is 90% identical to that of its parent. Each part was farmed out to craftsmen specializing in various fields, combining to create a finely tuned gun. The barrel was also extended to an unusually extreme length to ensure a stable firing trajectory. The CM Car B. A literal extension of the CM Car, this model features a longer barrel and a higher muzzle velocity. Thanks to shock-absorbing buffer added between the action and the barrel, the user experienced substantially less recoil, which in turn led to better accuracy. Further adjustments to the construction allowed for the use of specialized rounds as well. Oh yes, those rounds. The Mags MXX. This is our new gun. An elongated barrel gave this model even greater rapid-fire capabilities than the original. Between the noticeable change in size and performance, this series was given 2-digit model numbers. A water-cooled system and fully retooled action yielded smoother firing and made chambering and shell ejection failures a thing of the past. For soldiers on the front lines, those little mishaps could easily spell death. This series allowed them to fight with one less thing to worry about. CMMPB. This remodeled CMMP boasts a modified barrel allowing for the use of specialty rounds without any loss in performance. Really? They don't lose any performance? Why do our guns lose performance? Its construction remains 90% true to the original, meaning that the existing pool of mass-produced MPs could be converted into their B-series cousins by swapping out a few simple parts. Despite being introduced relatively late in the war, this line of firearms saw a considerable amount of use in the fields. Alright. The Thymer. So this is the new anti-tank lance. I love that it's called the Thymer. The use of a reinforced warhead core and contact mechanism yielded gains in both stopping power and trajectory stability, and this redesign of the Lankar model. Wing stabilizers derived from Professor Thymer's work vastly reduced projectile drift, an issue that had forced users of the original series to fire from point-blank range. A greater effective range meant users could keep a safe distance, greatly improving their survival rate. Its effectiveness against Imperial tanks had soldiers calling it the Tamer. Okay, that's good. That's our new lance. I think that was it. Oh, they have or we have a new. This is the GSR XX. By modifying and extending the barrel of the GSR, developers were able to achieve a much steadier bullet trajectory, while modifications made to the action itself further improved firing accuracy. Improving the gun's serviceability was also a priority, informed by real combat experience. All units were shipped with a cleaning rod and maintenance kit stored in the gun stock, meaning tools were never far from reach. In function and reliability, this line universally outperformed the original. And that's our current model. This rifle's action was redesigned to enable the use of specialty rounds. In order to suppress the negative effect of recoil on firing accuracy, the front grip was outfitted with an adjustable counterweight, allowing users to manually alter the gun's center of balance. This line's increased complexity meant a rising malfunction frequency, however, and both the quantity of units produced and the use it saw in actual combat were limited. And that was all of that. Please not too. Oh, there's so much in the glossary. Okay. Here we go. Barious Ruins Antechamber. The structure found across the Badlands and the temple at the crater's core are collectively called the Barious Ruins. The main temple, said to have been built by the ancient Valkyria, was constructed using giant slabs of Ragnite-rich stone in an architectural style found nowhere else in Gallia. Inside, the walls of the antechamber are inscribed with the history of the Darks and Calamity and War of the Valkyria, written in Old Northern script. Decorated with a motif believed to be the representation of the Valkyria people known as Valkyrian Spiral, the Grand Hall also holds a door leading down to the inner sanctum, closed tight to bar the entry of all outsiders. The Atlantic Federation. Is this whole thing new? I'm not sure. The product of an alliance among a large collective of West European democracies known informally as the Federation. Popular uprisings spurred on by the late 18th century Industrial Revolution gave birth to a number of new democracies. The nascent empire, formed to the east, represented a common threat, motivating a mutual defense agreement among those infant republics. Though an elected head councillor acts as the Federation's chief executive, anonymous agreements are rare among the constituent republics, meaning it often takes months to enact measures. Though a series of secret alliances and gains won by extortion and blackmail put the Federation ahead of the Empire in terms of national power, they've yet to defeat them on the field of war. Let's see about that. The War of the Valkyria. The ancient Valkyria united the European continent after subjugating the Darksons in this half-legendary war of conquest. By circa 30 BC, the Darksons are said to have ravaged much of Europa, wielding the dark arts to harness the destructive potential of Ragnite in their heedless power struggles. Suddenly, an immigrant population known as the Valkyria emerged from the north, bearing a divine power in the form of lances and shields bathed in blue light. Using those to halt the Darkson rampage, they brought peace to Europa, according to inscriptions found in ruins across Europa. In addition to unifying the land under their rule, the Valkyria are credited for the birth of modern European culture. Old Northern script. The written form of Old Northern, the lingua franca of Europa following its unification under Valkyria rule. It uses a set of characters comprised of vertical, horizontal, and angled strokes, no longer legible to most contemporary Europeans. Inscriptions on the monuments discovered across the continent suggest that the script served both as a tool of everyday communication and in rituals. It has been shown that Valkyria royalty and members of the high clergy used a ceremonial variant of the script, though surviving examples are extremely rare. The ancient Darksons were also thought to have their own written language, but no material evidence remains today to support that theory. Next one. The Valkyria. These immigrants from the north are said to have united the devastated continent under one rule in ancient times. Though believed to be an oceanic tribe that crossed into Europa via the North Sea, much of their historical origin remains unproven by archaeological fact. The Ragnite weaponry allegedly granted them unparalleled power over the Darkson natives, though other accounts suggest that their very bodies exuded a strange blue light that allowed them to perform superhuman feats. Where historical fact ends and legend begins, none can say. By the end of the 2nd century after the conquest, interbreeding with the native population is thought to have all but ended the pure Valkyrian bloodline. Darksons. Europa's oldest indigenous race, said to have lived across the continent since ancient times. They are characterized by dark blue-black hair and shawls, bearing the traditional Darkson pattern. History tells of a Darkson calamity, in which this race devastated the continent until the Valkyrie defeated them in the War of the Valkyrie. For their crimes of senseless destruction, the Darksons were stripped of their last names and chased from their jobs and property, and remained the targets of hatred and persecution. Recent use of Darkson labor to mine and smelt Ragnite in refinery sites full of pungent oils has given rise to a new set of stereotypes. Despite endless derision and persecution, the Darkson remain a proud race with a rich, unique culture. Let's check out some tanks. Gallian tanks! As part of the defensive force, Gallian tanks designed favor small, highly mobile units suited to Gallia's topography over heavy tanks focused on firepower. In the First European War, the Gallian force used light tanks and foot soldiers to stop the Empire's invasion rather than squaring off against the attack-heavy Imperial tanks. After witnessing the Empire's fearsome armored corps, a group of Gallian engineers led by Professor Thymer came together to develop a new kind of tank that could be mass-produced to check the Imperial force. Thymer proposed the necessity of a line of tanks specialized in offensive power, but Gallian army leaders dismissed his ideas. Consequently, most of Gallia's tanks remained primarily defensive units. Imperial tanks. We read the first part here, I know. Unable to stand up to the Empire's tank force directly, neighboring countries were left to develop small ambush tanks, which in turn led Imperial designers to build bigger and tougher juggernauts. In the tank technology race, the Empire has long remained one step ahead. Federation tanks. Partly due to barren arsenals and a lack of infrastructure in the Federation prior to the First European War, the war saw the Empire secure a broad head start in the field of tank technology. The Federation forces centered around foot soldier tactics, the Imperial Armored Corps represented a new and terrifying form of warfare. By the end of the First European War, the Federation military knew well the necessity for heavy tanks with large cannons, and the development of armored vehicles began in earnest. Unable to rival the Empire in technology or military prowess, they instead chose to exercise their economic superiority, building a force of tanks with middling capabilities large enough to combat the Imperial force by sheer numbers. Alright, so they have quantity over quality. The Batimus. Maximilian, the leader of the Imperial invasion, commanded this massive tank. It represents the enhanced version of an existing design, created to fell the enemy castles or fortresses. Under orders from Maximilian, the body was reinforced and fitted with Ragnite cannon, adding to its already formidable capabilities. He played heavily in the Empire's siege of the citadel at Gerlando. Alright, 3 more. Valkyria Common Knowledge. Legends of the War of the Valkyrie and a number of traditions that stem from this ancient people can be found in all areas of Europa, and a basic awareness of the Valkyrie's existence pervades the land as common knowledge. The generally held view of this race is as saviors of the continent who led all of Europa to prosperity, with some going as far as to worship them as divinities. That said, the bloodline is believed to have died out long ago, resulting in a thinning of their presence within the popular consciousness. Today, there are many who view them less as historical fact than as the stuff of legends. Valkyria worship. Some Europeans hold the Valkyrie as the objects of religious worship. Known to have possessed superhuman abilities, the Valkyrie are understood as either gods or the vassals of God in several sects, the largest of them known as Ygdism. The Ygdis faith arose at the start of the 3rd century and gradually spread to all regions of Europa. Its tenets hold that the Valkyrie were a race of gods, and its mythology draws heavily from the northern legends brought in during their conquest. Because beliefs are traditionally taken the form of popular superstitions tied closely to everyday practices, regional differences abound, blurring the lines between one sect and the next. The lance and the shield. Unearthed from the excavation site across the continent, these weapons are thought to have been wielded by the Valkyrie. The shields are round, while the lances take the shape of a spiral shell, made from Ragnite more pure than even current refining technologies can produce. While some variations exist among the weapons' shapes, all of them bear a design known as the Valkyrian spiral as a core motif. Because contact with the Valkyria triggers a physical alteration to the weapon's shape, they are believed to serve as amplifiers for the race's preternatural powers. Excuse me there, I messed up a little, but there was a lot of reading. So we've gone through this, weaponry, personnel. What about skirmishes? There's actually a new skirmish, that's good to know. So we have that for later use, but right now... Damn. Let's go back to the liberation of Hausen. I'm not sure what we're gonna do in the start of next episode, we'll see. Right now, we're... okay, done. I doubt anybody's watching at this point, but hey. I said I would do 100%, so I might as well do all of the more optional things in one big episode and just rather make people skip it, right? That seems like the logical clue, although people are still gonna complain, but I'm like, why didn't you skip? Well, I told you to. But regardless of all of that, I hope you enjoyed if you're still watching, it means a lot. Have a still good day, take care and stay awesome. But most importantly everybody, stay dark. Goodbye.